Think back to the last time you felt real anger, not the loud, shouting kind, but the quiet, burning anger you never let out. Maybe you clenched your jaw, pressed your lips together, stared at the wall and told yourself, just let it go. But the truth is, that tension didn't go anywhere. It sank deeper inside you, whispering quietly in the background. That's what psychologists call repressed anger. It's not the dramatic explosions we see in movies. It's the silent, hidden kind that feels controlled, but actually ends up controlling us. Studies show that about a third of adults regularly suppress anger instead of expressing it. And it's not harmless. It shapes our moods, our decisions, our relationships, and even our health. Anger is a signal. It's your mind's way of saying, something isn't right. A boundary is being crossed. When we bury it, we cut off communication with ourselves. We think it's gone, but really it transforms, showing up as irritability, passive-aggressive behavior, self-criticism, anxiety, or guilt. Psychologists call this displaced emotion. Imagine a pot of water on the stove. If you keep the heat on but never release the steam, it's only a matter of time before it boils over. Chronic anger works the same way. Sometimes it seeps out in small, sarcastic comments or mood swings. Other times it erupts without warning. And while we think we're protecting ourselves by repressing anger, we're also building an invisible wall between who we really are and how we show up in the world. Why do we do it? Often because it feels safer. Maybe we grew up being told, don't be angry, or learned that showing anger leads to rejection or punishment. So we adapt. We bury the fire. But the cost is high. Over time, suppressed anger erodes self-esteem, blurs our sense of what's fair, and even affects physical health. Research links habitual anger suppression to stress, heart problems, sleep issues, and chronic tension. Yet there's another side. Repressed anger holds information. It shows us where our boundaries are weak, where our needs are ignored, and where old wounds haven't healed. Carl Jung called these hidden parts of ourselves the shadow. Not evil, just unintegrated energy. When we bring it into awareness, we reclaim power. Every moment of irritation, every small resentment, is a map pointing towards something important. And when we acknowledge it, anger loses its destructive power and becomes fuel for clarity, creativity, and even compassion. Expressing it doesn't have to mean yelling or lashing out. It can be as simple as pausing, breathing, and asking yourself, what is this feeling trying to tell me? What need am I ignoring? What boundary is being crossed? That simple act can unravel years of silent suppression. It's about integration, not explosion. About authenticity, not conflict. The paradox is this. When we express anger constructively, empathy actually grows. By honoring our own boundaries, we learn to honor others. By recognizing our feelings, we connect more deeply, not less. Anger, when met with awareness, becomes a bridge rather than a barrier. So the next time you feel that quiet tension rising, treat it like a signal instead of a threat. Listen to it. Learn from it. Because at the heart of repressed anger is not destruction. It's information. It's the whisper of your own authenticity asking you to pay attention, reclaim your energy, and live with more presence. When you meet it, you're not losing control. You're gaining connection with yourself, with your emotions, and with the people around you. That's how the quiet fire inside can become light that guides you forward.